Okay, how's it going here today? This is Greg from Legacy Productions, and many people ask me, does the lens really matter for a camera? Now, I know a lot of photographers out there are going to look at me like, what is this guy talking about? Let me expand this here. There you go. Not a really stable tripod. Don't get tripods like this, but I can't afford any of them. But I'm going to go ahead and say here is autofocus. It's pretty accurate. I'm gonna say here is that one of the things I really talk about, and I don't stress this, is that just because you get yourself $1,000 camera body and then you get a lens like this, you're not gonna get the results that you're gonna get what you would get with a cheaper camera body and a lens like mine. Now my lens right there happens to be a let's see, 18-200 ED lens. This is a really top of the line lens in a DX format. The higher lenses would be the ones with the gold ring on it. Those are really higher end lenses, and so far I can't afford that, and that probably won't be happening anytime soon. So the difference in between these lenses here, now this lens here is like the kit lens that will come with every camera that Nikon pushes out. It's a mid entry level model. Now I'm going to go ahead and start these up to go and give you guys proof. Here we are, same specs, same settings. The auto exposure thing doesn't really do any effect if you guys are thinking about that. See, all same settings, 253.5, 253.5. You can tell right there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start rolling on both of them here. Now, from the start, I'm going to say here is that one of the things that I'm going to go ahead and walk right by front of these cameras here. If you've noticed that in between both these lenses, as I'm going and showing you here, this one here is way, I'm going to say this, higher quality built lens. This is a really good quality built lens. It has a really good VR system. I can go handheld and I will not get shaky footage or minimal. As for this lens, this also has VR, but for you to pull focus, it's gonna be really tough. Instead of there being a focus ring like right about here, and the zoom being over here, the focus is right here. And then when you go ahead and try to pull focus, oh man, I'm not even pulling focus myself. You're gonna get really bad results, and a lens like this doesn't really work. I'm gonna start rolling on both of these. I don't really find it necessary. And then we got this lens here. Now this lens right here, I've been able to pull focus like a gem. I've been able to go ahead and get really nice video results. I have the manual focus here, manual/auto. I have it set on manual/auto on here. Then I have the zoom separate. So whenever I'm controlling the camera, what I can go ahead and do, let me set focus once again. What I can go ahead and do is when I'm grabbing it, my pinky or one of my fingers from behind is actually going ahead and pulling focus manually by itself. And when that's happening, I can go ahead and go like that. You guys see that? Control that. And then the other hand, control the zoom. So whenever it comes to me doing a zoom, I can zoom and still pull focus. Now, this right here, you can't. You can go ahead and set focus once again. Oh, what's my camera doing? Oh, you can go ahead and do zoom, but you have to grab your finger and put it right here, and you kind of notice if you look at it, there's that give. There's no friction, and when you're pulling zoom, it just kind of sticks out and it protrudes, and the K lens doesn't really do much for you. And then when you go to one of these lenses, an ED lens, the DX format lens here, you can go ahead and zoom in and out, and there's friction, and it tells you how far you are in focus. And I'm gonna say here, instead of when you get a camera, don't go for a camera that's like over $1,000 plus, and if you can't afford it and you're going for a really expensive body and you're going to get an 18-55, your results are going to be not going to be what you expected. What you should be going for a mid-level, semi-professional camera like the 5000 models, not the D5000. That camera's way out of date now and not a good camera to get. 5100s and above, those are really good models to get. Now, many of you, when you go choose your camera, you guys look at it and you guys don't even, think about the lens. Maybe you guys just start off with this lens and then you ask why the video quality isn't the same. And I thought about that too. Why isn't the video quality good? Why isn't the video quality look nice? I always thought about that. Then I finally realized it's the lens. People tell me the lens and I listened and I thought, oh, I have to keep on getting bigger and better cameras, the body. But no, that's not it. So, one thing you should always recommend, and you should always think about this when you go buy a camera. If you have the money for both, buy a $1,000 body or $700-800 body, and then go ahead and buy a nice lens with it. And if you can't afford a good lens, then cheap out on the body a bit, like around these models, and then get a really nice lens with it. So that should really work. And guess who's here? Look, it's Connor. Look at Connor's here. Look at that.
Yep. Where'd you get 3 cameras?
I've always had 3 cameras.
Huh?
I've always had these. So Connor's been so gone that he totally forgot we had 3 cameras.
I thought you said one of them broke.
It started working again. For like the 5th time it stopped working.
So that was the broken one?
Yeah.
Then yeah, where'd that come from? We didn't have that.
I've been renting it.
Okay.
It's a nice camera. So it looks like Connor's gonna mess around with the cameras here. So that's all for you guys for tip for today. Always go for a good lens. Never settle for the least. Always go for something really good if you want really sharp video and good images. So that's all. This is Greg from Legacy Productions.
You need to work on your grammar.
My speaking grammar or my title grammar?
Yeah, you're like speaking grammar. You always say "as for now" or We'll talk.
That's for anything else.
You always say that. Yeah, as for anything else. You should come up with a new outro.
Alright, you come out with a new outro right now.
Legacy Productions. Your leading innovate. I don't know. Just something. Just.
That's all, you guys, and see you later.
There. Yeah.